Starting on Monday, February 28th, masks will be considered completely optional in the Norwood Public School System. In response to updated mask mandate guidelines by the governor, the school committee voted to give students, staff, and faculty the option whether or not to wear the mask on school grounds. School committee member David Hiltz elaborates on the decision.
Cities and towns have the final authority on mask mandates within the town, and then obviously within the schools, that purview lies within the school committee. So for this particular decision, obviously a very, very difficult one, mask optional, which is really important, so that does not mean that we are getting rid of them. We are moving to an option where you can wear one if you so choose, and if you feel comfortable and don't want to wear one, you don't not have to wear one anymore. Obviously, because of federal money as it relates to transportation with buses, still do need to wear them on the buses. So the presentation last night, obviously we continued to work very, very closely with the Board of Health and their staff. We tried our best to make a decision based off of the data that we saw and based on obviously the past 18 months to 2 years, patterns with ebbs and flows and those spikes. So sort of bringing it back to the 28th, a lot that we took into account.
Superintendent Dave Thompson reflects on this decision and what it means for the community.
So the school committee voted last night to adopt the newer face covering policy. It basically does not require masks to be worn as of Monday the 28th of February. We are using the terminology, we're going mask optional. We are still going to encourage masking. There are still requirements, will still be requirements for masking, particularly riding the buses, because that is considered public transportation and falls under federal jurisdiction. Also, we'll need to have students and staff wear masks in the nurse's office, the health suites. And the other thing is if someone's tested positive and coming back from quarantine, you know, that masking requirement from the CDC still applies. But so we will not be requiring masks, we'll be encouraging masks. And the other thing is we are using the term mask optional because we do not want anyone who is wearing a mask having to answer questions or being made fun of or anything along that line. There probably are personal choices around that, and we should be respectful of that and not put people in a bad position by asking. It's just what they choose to do and go with it, folks. So that's where we're at, and that's where we're picking up.
NHS Senior Class President Grace DeLeo shared this message of support for the new policy.
But I was like, finally, I'm gonna have a normal senior year. Prom's gonna be amazing, senior week's gonna be amazing. But we just need to keep going, and soon it'll just be like, hopefully that life will be as it was.
Masks are still required on school property until Monday the 28th.